Good morning, my dear boys of class 12. Today's topic is endurance and its classification. Many boys attended this class. In class, I have finished, but this is for the boys who haven't come to school and attended the class. Endurance and its classification. Endurance is the ability to resist fatigue. क्या बोला? Endurance is the ability to resist fatigue. Endurance is the capacity to continue work, to repeat work for a considerable span of time with greater degree of efficiency without being exhausted, without being tired. Endurance is the efficiency of a sportsman or of an individual to continue or to repeat same type of work for a considerable or prolonged span of time without being exhausted, without getting tired, with greater degree of efficiency. It is the ability of the heart or lungs to supply oxygen or oxygenated blood, to use oxygen and to dispose the waste products like lactic acid, carbon dioxide, etc. Then only we will able to do our work with greater degree of efficiency for a long span of time. This is endurance. Now boys, there are 5 types of endurance. One is aerobic endurance, number 1. Number 2, anaerobic endurance. Number 3, strength endurance. Number 4, speed endurance. And number 5, specific endurance. So first, aerobic endurance. Aerobic with oxygen, in the presence of oxygen. So what is aerobic endurance? Now aerobic endurance is the ability to sustain an activity under the presence of oxygen. Maximum activities are when we play football, cricket, we inhale and exhale, and we do it in the presence of oxygen. With the help of oxygen, we do it. So this is aerobic endurance, in the presence of oxygen, with the help of oxygen. Now there are 3 types of aerobic endurance. Short term endurance, it is the ability, short term endurance क्या है? Now it is the ability to resist fatigue for a duration of 2 minutes. For a duration of 2 minutes. 800-meter event may we need short term endurance in the events like 800 meter. Now mid term or middle term endurance, it is the ability to resist fatigue from more than 2 to 11 minutes. 2 से लेकर 11 मिनट 11 मिनट तक जो हम लोग का काम करना पड़ता है विथ ग्रेटर डिग्री ऑफ एफिशिएंसी, दिस इज नोन एज मीडियम टर्म एंड्योरेंस और मिड टर्म एंड्योरेंस. In 3000 meter we need mid term endurance and long term endurance. What is long term endurance? Now events or games and sports lasting for more than 11 minutes, we need long term endurance. 5000 meters race, 10,000 meter race, marathon race, we need a long distance, long term endurance. This is aerobic endurance. Now anaerobic endurance. Anaerobic endurance क्या है? Now it is the form of endurance which is characterized by the absence of oxygen. There are many events in athletics like 100 meter, like 110 meter hurdles, like 100 meter hurdles, like long jump, like 4 into 100 meter relay, where we don't need to inhale or exhale in between, in the midst of the event. So the whole work we do in the absence of oxygen. Here in anaerobic phase, we do not use oxygen. Here ATP, adenosine triphosphate, and CP, they work as fuel, but for short span of time. This is anaerobic endurance, which we work where we work in anaerobic phase in the absence of oxygen. Anaerobic in the absence of oxygen. Number 3, speed endurance. Now what is speed endurance? Now speed endurance is the combination of speed and endurance. आपको साइमल्टेनियसली स्पीड भी मेंटेन करना है, साथ साथ एंड्योरेंस भी मेंटेन करके रखना है with greater degree of efficiency. In 400 meter race, 400-meter race is the combination of speed and endurance. So in 400-meter race, we need speed endurance. Now what is strength endurance? Now strength endurance is the combination, number 4, strength endurance. Strength endurance is the combination of strength and endurance. It is required to overcome a fatigue in the conditions where strength is needed, boxing, swimming, wrestling, etc. We need strength, at the same time endurance also. And specific endurance, number 5, the last one. Specific endurance is the ability of a sports in specific condition. It is the combination of various types of endurance. Specific endurance we need in marathon running, 50 kilometer walking, 20 kilometers walking, in very specific condition where a sportsman has to overcome stress for a very long span of time. So this is the classification of endurance. In the next video I will be coming with the methods of developing endurance. Today, after this, thank you very much. See you in the next video.